I'm going to a barbecue later and I was asked to bring this one dish and I obviously said yes because it's a winner, baby. It's cucumber salad. This cucumber salad is not like, I think, what people usually think when they hear that. I think that a lot of people picture the cucumbers tossed in like a sour cream based dressing with like dill. This is not that cucumber salad. This is 10 times better than that cucumber salad because it's fresh, it's very easy, it's best eaten and stored at room temperature, so it's great for summer, especially barbecues. So I'm going to get started now. I want to let this sit for a few hours in the juices and kind of make its own juices, and it's basically a kind of like a quick pickle, but it's so delicious and I'm so excited to eat it. The things we will need are cucumbers. This is always best with like those pickling cucumbers, like right from the garden, but it's not cucumber season yet, so these will have to do. White vinegar, olive oil, kosher salt, and pepper. And that's it. Now we can get to business. First things first, I want to just lob off these ends and peel all of the cucumbers. Do you guys ever like follow the rule of you should like rub the ends with the cut? I don't know what it does, but I feel like when I don't do it, some bad juju is coming my way or something, so they need to be rubbed. Get yourself a good peeler and go to town. I've got my cukes all peeled and ready to be sliced. I think that you can slice them however thick or thin you want. I think that they should be a perfect medium, but whatever you slice them hopefully all very similarly. You want them about that, just like that. About 1/4 of an inch should do it, but that's what I'm looking for. Now, I've been working on this special trick and I'm gonna debut it. This is my very special chopping trick that I've learned. Don't blink because you might miss it. It's called my karate chop. And there we go. My karate chop has been getting real good, but of course it's not perfect. I do have a few that are a little thinner than the others, like this one kind of got away from me, but generally they're all the same. Instead of putting this right into a serving bowl and kind of mixing in with the oil and vinegar, I always like to start this off by just throwing them all into like a big gallon bag. So that way I kind of have control of the coverage they get, because if they're in a bowl and they're trying to marinate in that oil and vinegar, some kind of get submerged while some kind of just chill on top, because I'm not going to put a ton of liquid in here, but the bag will help me also incorporate all of the juices together into the bag. I'm gonna throw in a lot of ground pepper, good amount of kosher salt. I like this more on the vinegary side. There are no measurements for this, and I never use measurements. I kind of just go on how I think it should taste. And I would put the vinegar on first because it's not going to get into the cucumbers. If you put the oil on first, it'll all spill off and slide around. So olive oil goes last. Now, all I have to do is close it, and I'm going to give it a good shake to start with. Hopefully it doesn't burst, you know, all this movement. You don't want it to explode too quickly. Now that these are all coated, open her up just a little bit, and I want to taste one. Taste one for seasoning in case I have to adjust anything, put some more vinegar in, put some more oil or salt or pepper. Ooh, that's good. A little more oil, a little more salt. I have got it seasoned to how I like it. I am just gonna close it up again, and I'm gonna come back and give this a good shaking every now and again, every half an hour or so, to kind of get the juices flowing a little more, maybe give it a little rub, a little shake. Cucumbers will start to soften up and start to kind of absorb all of that liquid, and they'll start to pickle a little bit. I'm gonna check back in with these later, give them a shake every now and again, and then we can feast. These are good and soaked. You can feel already that they're starting to kind of change texture. The juice is starting to kind of work its way in there. And these are now ready to be transferred over to my bowl because it's time I get where I'm going. Now we have our beautiful cucumber salad right here. Like I said before, it's going to continue to kind of juice up and get just delicious. If you're bringing it somewhere and you're letting it sit out, just give it a stir every now and again. These are good to go. Yes, delicious. Before I leave, I have to have just one. I have to test it, you know, it can't be poison. What kind of person would I be if I poisoned my family? Look at that. Oof, it looks like neon green almost. I promise they're not that green in real life. It smells so good. The vinegar has gotten into them and the olive oil makes them almost soft. It's very strange, but it's so good. And it goes great with barbecue. You should make them because they are delicious and you'll enjoy them. Cheers. I have to stop eating. They're so good. You have to have them. You have to make them and everyone will love them. I promise. Enjoy.